Give me what I want and I'll go away.
From Stephen King, the master of your worst fears, comes a high-voltage, spine-tingling shocker that's been called one of the best King films ever.
You wouldn't think there was a big storm coming, would you?
Trouble don't cross the reach, ain't that why we live here?
Still, they say this one's gonna be something special.
A small island off the coast of Maine is bracing for the storm of the century.
Look at this. Now, if neither of
The emergency shelter setup can handle 300 for 3 days.
Look at there at the mainland. Can't even see the reach no more.
At the heart of the storm is a source of evil that will change their lives forever.
Born in sin. Come on in.
My God. That's all right, Robbie. She's waiting for you in hell. Who are you?
Give me what I want and I'll go away.
What's your name?
Andre Lenoge.
He was looking at him like a snake looking at a bird.
What are you doing, sir? You mind telling me?
You have something to do with that?
Give me what I want and I'll go away. Refuse me and I assure you, I can punish.
We couldn't kill him.
I don't think he's human.
What could he possibly want? He's the devil! Don't let him near me.
What do you want, Lenoge? That's right. Come on, Ralphie.
Never.
I don't think we have a choice.
Discuss it, then choose.
Don't let him take my son!
Storm of the century.
A Shadow over Little Tall Island, an overview of Stephen King's The Storm of the Century. Stephen King's The Storm of the Century is a unique beast in the vast landscape of his bibliography. Unlike the sprawling epic sagas of the Dark Tower series or the chilling horror of it, this miniseries-length novel, originally published in 1999, takes a different path, focusing on a smaller scale, intimate horror with a touch of the supernatural. Set in the fictional, isolated coastal town of Little Tall Island, Maine, the story unfolds as a chilling blizzard traps the town's inhabitants, forcing them to confront their deepest fears, both internal and external. The Blizzard's Grip, an introduction to Little Tall Island. The novel opens with a fierce blizzard sweeping across the coast, isolating Little Tall Island from the mainland. The storm, a 100-year event, is more than just a meteorological phenomenon, it's a harbinger of something sinister, a brooding presence that hangs heavy over the town. The storm's intensity acts as a symbolic barrier, trapping the inhabitants within the confines of their anxieties and secrets, mirroring the internal conflicts that simmer beneath the surface of their seemingly peaceful lives. The story revolves around the town's residents, each with their own unique struggles and vulnerabilities. Mike Anderson, the town's pragmatic and resourceful mayor, a man burdened by the weight of responsibility and haunted by past traumas. He becomes a central figure in the unfolding drama, caught between the town's desperation and the relentless grip of the storm. Molly Foster, a young, ambitious journalist, thrust into the heart of the crisis as she seeks to document the town's ordeal. She represents a fresh perspective, providing an outsider's view of the town's secrets and the unsettling presence that lurks within the storm. Andre Lenoge, a mysterious stranger, arrives on the island, shrouded in enigma and bearing a chilling proposition. He can end the storm, but at a terrible cost. Lenoge is the embodiment of the supernatural element, a chilling entity who embodies the storm's insidious nature, an unnatural presence, unveiling the storm's dark heart. As the blizzard intensifies, so does the town's fear. The power goes out, plunging Little Tall Island into darkness, both literal and metaphorical. The storm's unnatural intensity becomes a backdrop for a series of unsettling events, unexplained occurrences, strange whispers in the wind, and the chilling presence of a shadowy figure moving through the town. Lenoge, the enigmatic stranger, becomes the catalyst for a chilling bargain. He offers to end the storm, but his price is a soul, a sacrifice to appease the storm gods he claims to represent. The townspeople are faced with a harrowing choice: succumb to the storm's wrath or bargain with the devil himself. The tension mounts as the townspeople, desperate for respite, grapple with Linoge's unsettling proposal. The story delves into their individual anxieties, pushing them to confront their deepest fears, the fear of loss. The storm threatens the town's very existence, forcing the residents to confront the fragility of life and the possibility of losing everything they hold dear. The fear of the unknown, the storm's unpredictable nature and the unsettling presence of Linoge instill a deep dread of the unknown, leaving the townspeople vulnerable to paranoia and suspicion. The fear of the supernatural, the storm's otherworldly nature and the notion of a supernatural entity manipulating its power taps into the collective fear of the unseen, questioning the boundaries of reality and the possibility of dark forces lurking beyond our understanding. The human cost, facing the storm's aftermath. As the storm finally subsides, the true cost of the town's choice becomes apparent. The residents, faced with the consequences of their decision, must grapple with the unsettling reality of their bargain. The storm's aftermath is not just a physical one, it leaves a lingering psychological scar on the community, a reminder of the darkness they faced and the sacrifices they made. The storm of the century ends on an ambiguous note, leaving the reader to ponder the true nature of the storm and the lasting impact of Linoge's sinister presence. The story doesn't offer easy answers or a clear resolution, reflecting the lingering uncertainty that permeates the town's psyche. The storm, in a sense, becomes a metaphor for the trials and tribulations of life, highlighting the fragility of our existence and the human capacity for both resilience and despair. Themes explored in The Storm of the Century. The power of nature. The storm serves as a powerful symbol of nature's untamed force, highlighting our vulnerability and the humbling reality of our place in the natural world. Its destructive power acts as a reminder of the fragility of our existence and the consequences of our actions. The struggle for survival. The story explores the human instinct for survival, showcasing the lengths to which people will go to ensure their safety and protect their loved ones. The storm pushes the residents to their limits, revealing their inner strength and the bonds that bind them together. The nature of fear. The storm itself amplifies the town's pre-existing anxieties, revealing the depths of human fear and the psychological effects of isolation and uncertainty. The story examines the ways in which fear can be manipulated and how it can drive individuals to make desperate choices. The dark side of human nature. The town's response to the storm's crisis exposes the darker aspects of human nature, revealing greed, selfishness, and the willingness to sacrifice for personal gain. The story delves into the corrupting influence of fear and the consequences of collective desperation. The power of belief. The supernatural element of the story raises questions about the power of belief and the influence of superstition on human behavior. The story explores the thin line between reality and imagination, questioning the boundaries of what we can believe and how our beliefs shape our actions. Beyond the storm, a legacy of ambiguity. The Storm of the Century stands apart from King's more traditional horror novels, offering a different kind of terror. It is a story about community, isolation, and the power of terror, a chilling exploration of human nature under duress. The lack of a definitive ending, leaving the reader with a sense of lingering uncertainty, reflects the lasting impact of the storm and the unspoken secrets that continue to haunt Little Tall Island. The novel's exploration of the human cost of desperation, the fragility of our beliefs, and the insidious nature of fear continues to resonate with readers. It serves as a reminder that the most terrifying monsters are not always those that lurk in the shadows, but the ones that reside within our own hearts. This analysis offers a glimpse into the intricate world of the Storm of the Century. a novel that transcends the boundaries of traditional horror, offering a nuanced exploration of human nature, the power of fear, and the lasting impact of a storm that continues to rage within the hearts of those who survived it.